And today we're going to be working on yet another Nintendo Switch. Maybe I'm not going to have enough time to record the video today, so I'm going to be doing a video on this one now. And we'll see if this is a similar issue to what we have fixed in previous videos or if it's a different issue. Now, customer mailed in 2 devices. I already did one without recording a video, and I did not even know that this one belongs to the same customer. And now reading the ticket, I see that that both Nintendo Switches belong to the same customer. I already fixed one of them, and we're going to be fixing the other one. Customer said, we have 2 Nintendo Switches that don't power on. We know it is not the battery because we took the batteries out and tried them on a Switch that works. This is a problem with them powering on. This is the battery connector here. We have the charging IC here. Meter in diode mode. And okay, for the most part, this is good. We do not have a short. Let's continue. We're going to test this component for continuity, and it's continuous. We're going to test capacitors in this area to see if there's a short. No short. And we're going to test this one here. And we have a short. So like I mentioned in previous videos doing Nintendo Switches, a short on this component is likely caused by a chip on back of the board. This one here. And look at that. Look at that. We see a blown component here. We see a blown filter here. Let me test for a short on this capacitor. And we have a short here. So it could be that this component is bad and this component is what's causing a short here. Or if we remove this component and we still have a short here, then we have to replace this and this. Now, we recently added all the Nintendo Switch components on our website. For those of you who do this type of work, you can find the filters. You can find this IC. You can find this connector. You can find the M92 T36 chip. You can find the BQ chip. You can find the battery connector. And you can find the USB-C charging ports. And you're going to love the price on all those components. So let's go ahead and remove this component and see if that releases the short here. If not, then we're going to change both components. We do not know if there's damage to the traces on the board. We'll find out after we remove this component, and it looks okay to me. Oh, okay. So this trace is the traces are weak. We may have to run jumper wires, or yeah, the trace still looks like it's making a good connection. There's no mask on top, which is not a big deal, but the trace is still good. Look at this. We do see the copper. So we're going to be as gentle as possible when applying solder onto those pads. We do not want to apply a lot of pressure. And let's get rid of the glare. And we're gonna grab a new filter. And let's grab a filter. Okay, and that's a different size filter. That's a different size filter. We're gonna have to grab the filter from a donor board. Let's see if we have one here on this donor board. And we do. We're gonna grab it, solder it on there. But before I do so, I did not check if we still have a short. So I wanna know if we have to also replace the chip or not. And yes, we still have a short, so we have to replace the chip as well. That's a big one also. What the? How come? Huh. Filters on this one is bigger than the other one. And the filters that we have in stock are also the big ones. I did not realize that Nintendo Switches, they come in two different filters, even though they are the same model. Let me grab another donor board and see if the same holds true here. I have another donor board here, and those filters, they look big also. Okay, anywhere else on the board where we can grab that filter? Okay, I cannot find any filter on the donor board here. That's not a problem, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna improvise. We have to improvise. How do we improvise? These, they look like 201 size filters. I'm gonna use two 201 size filters because this component is nothing but two filters stuck together. Meter in continuity mode. And let's test. See? So we can put two filters there, size 201 components. They are the same filters that we use for iPad backlight issues or iPhone backlight issues or laptop backlight issues. I want to see if size 201 will work. That looks good to me. Okay, all we need to do is add some flux to my tweezers. Size is perfect. So let's start with the soldering of this one. And let's do the other one. For those who have not worked with these components before, these are microscopic components. Very difficult to see by the naked eye, but they are not the smallest. Size 1005 component is even smaller. If you apply just a little bit of pressure on your tweezers while holding that component, it snaps and goes in 10th dimension. That's all we have to do. Let's check the continuity from where to where? From here? Yes.
He's gonna look at it right now, so we should have an answer.
Okay, so let's replace the chip. since we still have a short on this capacitor here, it's likely that the chip is bad. And let's solder that chip. All right, settled in place. Now we're gonna gear up and press it down. And looks good. Perfect. Let's clean up, and we're gonna give it to Big Boss to reassemble and test. Okay, job is done. I'm gonna give it to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back. Okay, so Big Boss reassembled the motherboard, and ta-da, working. Switch is working. So we're gonna send both switches to the customer, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.